They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Now here's Sayin. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They'll start on the ground with Durham. Shakes off the defender. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
And trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
He's now up to 52 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. To the air, it's Levin. Buying time to his right. On the move, he fires. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Straight ahead, it's Durham. They put the brakes on him.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Out wide right, it's Brown. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
On that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier in bounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. Finds the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk out.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They need a huge play on third and long. Throwing St. Clair. Out wide left, it's Hawkins. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. This is a designed run. Tried to power it ahead on fourth and 1, and this defense was up to the challenge, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. All over him immediately.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fights off a defender. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Gets the back moving. Sets his feet. It's Levin. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Durham, and he could not get loose on the run. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Fires left. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Tavian St. Clair. Left side is Smith. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Right side, it's Edwards. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
St. Clair, look out! Find some time. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Back open in the middle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Clock ticks down. Under 4 minutes to go in the half.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Throwing St. Clair. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Moves the pocket. It's Levitt. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Tavian St. Clair. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Wants to throw again. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker.
And that's a big gain down the field, and the big fella was wide open. I tell you what, nobody around. The defense kind of lost sight of him, and he took full advantage.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the ground with the counter. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Fourth down, Saying. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. Gets it into the end zone.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Takes the easy completion. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Out wide left, it's Durham. At the 45 on his way. Still on his feet. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Tight end now in motion. Throwing, Saying. He's going to run it. Breaks the tackle. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. Got him and nobody's close. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Gain of 25 on the play.
This will likely be the last play of the half. And they spike it to stop the clock.
QB slice it. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a three before they head to the locker room. And that is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week one, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 10 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's South Carolina in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. He's at the touchdown. Buckeye. They take the lead here in the second half. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Second and long here. Changing the routes with his receivers. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Now And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
From the gun, it's Edwards. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Levin. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it down the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust. And
Nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Second down to the air. Out wide right, it's Durham. Here he goes. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
St. Clair. Left side is Smith. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Right side, it's Johnson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. St. Clair. He's got his man across the middle. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And the Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. Again, it's St. Clair. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Tavian St. Clair. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Deep in the end zone, it's McCutcheon. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Here's Durham one more time. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Crosses the 35. He's loose on the right. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown LSU. With that score, number 1 might be staggering. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put the points up with that 79-yard run to the end zone. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Run inside. It's Edwards. He's got enough. Flying down the left side. 10. Touchdown Buckeyes. Once he got some room, it was over. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
27, LSU, 24.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. second down as we open the final stanza. Out wide right, it's Wilson. At the 40, there he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. First down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Hits inside, it's Berry. Knocked down immediately. LSU quick to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Out wide left, it's Harris. At the 20, he's got space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Making the adjustment on the play. They'll run it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They'll move the tight end. Right back to it. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
From deep, it's Edwards. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll ride him again. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Got it, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
He's out of bounds.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. He breaks a tackle. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. He'll take it himself. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. The 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Tough run here. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
That's a huge score for this offense, and as a head coach, you love to see your team respond. Obviously, your defense gives up a field goal on the last possession to tie the game. Offense doesn't even flinch. You come out on the field, you execute, you march it down the field, score a touchdown, and you punctuate that drive, retaking the lead and putting all the pressure back on your opponent.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
27.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Making the adjustment. The give to Caden Durham. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Left side, it's Durham. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Got to make the play on 4th. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Handoff, Caden Durham. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on fourth down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this fourth down and move the sticks.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Mike Holly told us this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. Handoff again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Out wide left, it's Jackson. Snags it and he's open. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
That's how you end a football game. Nice job. You put the ball in your best player's hand. Let him go make a play. I know he runs out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. This ball game is over.